Hey guys, welcome to 2.5, kind of part B. We're going to use our calculators today, working with the line of linear regression. All right, so we're making a scatter plot, and then we're actually going to find that line of best fit. And so the other day we just kind of did it by guessing and estimating. Today we're actually going to find that line. Okay, so I'm going to kind of walk you through this. You can reference it and refer back to it as needed. So first off, you're going to start by pressing stat. The stat button's kind of right by the arrow here. And push stat, and that's what you'll see. And then it's already on what you need, so you're just going to hit enter to edit your table. Now, my stuff already has points in it, or my calculator already has points in it. So I'm going to go up to L1 and highlight the L1 box. Okay, and I'm going to push clear. Please do not push delete. Okay, that will delete the entire column. You're going to need to push clear. So if I push clear and enter, it'll clear out the entire column. Otherwise, you can just do one by one. That works too, but that clears out the whole column. All right, now I'm just going to put in random points. So my L1, that's my list 1, that's for the X values. And then the L2, that's for my Y values. Okay, so I'm just going to make a couple points here. Let's say 0.24. Usually I just go down the line with the X's and then go down the line with the Y's. But since I'm demonstrating to you, that's kind of why I'm doing it this way. So we'll go -3, -4. Let's go 7, 3. Let's go 8, 7. Let's go -10, 20. And one more. Let's do -5. Oop, that's the Y value, but that's all right. -3. We're just making points up at this point. All right, so I have a bunch of points in. Remember, these are coordinate points x, comma, y. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press stat plot, and that's in the y equals right above it. Okay, so you're going to hit second and then y equals. And just make sure that for L1, your stat plot is selected. Okay, so we're going to go to plot 1, and we're going to turn it on. Okay, if it's off, you just turn it on. Mine's on already, obviously, because I've been using it. And then just make sure your X list and your Y list are L1 and L2. Okay, and you can select what type of marks you want. If you want a small dot, a big dot, a cross, or a square, I'll do squares. You can also choose a color because it's all fancy. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna press zoom. Zoom is right here, and we're gonna go down to 9. You can just push 9 if you want, and it'll plot all of your points. Now, I happen to already have my line selected here. If you don't, if you just have a whole bunch of points, then that's what we're going to do. You should have a whole bunch of points, kind of like this. Okay, and it won't have a line through it. Okay, those are your points on your scatter plot. And then sorry, it's my first day using the dot cam, so I'm a little bit shaky at it. Here we go. Alright, so what we're going to do then is we're going to hit the stat button. Okay, so press stat, which is right here again by the arrow. Okay, and then this time we're going to go over to calc. Number 4 is a linear regression ax plus b, or really mx plus b. I don't know why they use a. If your data points were in a parabola, so like a U shape, then you're going to go down to number 5, which is a quadratic regression. But for us, they all seem to go in a line, right? Okay, we just have a bunch of points that they don't make a U shape, and so we're just a linear regression here. Okay, so we're going to go to number 4. All right, now you're going to want to make sure that it's L1 for X. You want to see that L2 is for Y. Frequent list, you probably don't need to really do anything with. Now, the store regression equation, this is what we're going to do. Okay, you're going to hit VARS, go over to Y, and then just hit 1, 1, enter, and enter again. Okay, now what this does is that this spits out the equation for you. Okay, so our equation is negative 0.392476934x plus 4.2, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so it plugs in the numbers for us. Now, this should, if you hit graph now, it should plug in your line. And notice my line changed because I'm guessing my line was from my last set of data. Okay, because I hadn't refreshed it yet. Okay, so this is my new line. This is my line of regression, my line of best fit, the one that you guys estimated yesterday. This is the actual line. It's been calculated and everything. Okay, so let's just try an example problem from our sheet. Okay, so we have our points here. Let it focus a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to enter those data points. 0, 10.8, 10, yeah, on and on. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go stat, edit, clear out our list. Make sure to hit clear. Do not hit delete. Hit clear. Enter, clear, oops, clear, enter. Okay, then I'm just going to enter all my data points. So enter 0, and like I said, I like to just go down the lines. So then my next coordinate point, the x value is 10, the next one is 20, the next one is 30, the next one is 40, and the next x value is 50. Okay, so I got all my x values. Now I can go over to the y values and enter those. So 10.6, 15.9, 20, 23.8, 29.8, and 34. Okay, so I got all my data points. Okay, then I go to stat plot. Make sure plot 1 is on. Okay, that's what I'm using, which it should be. Okay, then we can hit zoom and 9. That just, it fits the window to how your data is. And so it doesn't have it way zoomed out. It doesn't have it way zoomed in. It fits all your data in the window. Okay, then after we've zoomed, then we go to stat again and over to calc, down to number 4 because it did look like it was a line. So we go to number 4, make sure L1, L2 in the store reg EQ. Okay, then we just go to VARS, Y VARS, 1, 1, enter, enter. So it spits out our equation for us. Okay, so our equation, let me grab a piece of paper here and show you what our equation actually looks like. Our equation of our line in y equals mx plus b is y equals 0.464285714 plus 10.74285714. Well, that looks fun, but that's why we estimated last time, because there's no way we're finding that by hand. All right, so now we have our line. We told it to graph it, and so it does the line automatically for us. And there's our line. Right? There's one more problem for you to do as well to practice